Hi. Guess who this is for? Age only matters if you're cheese. That's part of the training Don Lemon needs to go through on CNN. I mean, folks, seriously. Don Lemon comes out and says a woman is considered to be in her prime in her 20s and 30s and maybe 40s. His female co-anchors tried to provide him some coverage. They were visibly peeved. They said, "Are you talking about prime for childbearing?" And Lemon comes back and says, "Don't shoot the messenger. Look it up." He was making a comment about Nikki Haley, an accomplished leader, 51 years old. He's 56. She's 5 years his junior. Don Lemon does not consider himself past his prime. But he does say that Nikki Haley is past her prime because she's running for president. One of my all-time favorite leaders that I've always looked up to was Margaret Thatcher. And she led Great Britain when she was in her 50s and 60s. Don Lemon, do you remember that California's senior senator Dianne Feinstein is 89? That Hillary Clinton was 68 when she last ran for president? That Vice President Kamala Harris is 58? Former Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi is 82 and still a member of Congress? Absolutely. Don Lemon should at least go through some formal training, and that's what CNN has announced, that they're going to have him back on the air, but he's going to go through some formal training. Re-education, right? Sensitivity training, right? So Don Lemon makes these absolutely ridiculous comments, doesn't back down, blames it on someone else, and CNN says, "Oh, we took him off the air for a few days, he'll be back on, but he's going to go through some formal training." I just got done running to be the governor of Minnesota for 2 years, and I lost. While I was running, my running mate and I were often eviscerated and ridiculed because someone didn't like the word we chose or the phrase we used. This Facebook Live video is as much for all the hypocrites out there who would absolutely harpoon a conservative voice but haven't said a word about Don Lemon. Nikki Haley deserves an apology. Don Lemon is getting off easy. CNN is saying our answer is he's going to go through formal training. This stinks. If you don't understand that the media, supported by big tech, is biased in a way that is profoundly disturbing, then you're not paying attention. The notion that you have to have a uterus that functions and cycles in order for you to be in your prime. The notion that without a functioning, cycling uterus, you're past your prime. The notion that you can say this on national television and hold yourself up to be in your prime when you're older than that person. Every person in America, every person in the world should be offended by Don Lemon. Don, the brain functions independent of the uterus. You can actually have a hysterectomy and still be brilliant. You can actually have a uterus that lies dormant and is postmenopausal and still be brilliant and be a champion of the free world. Don Lemon, I haven't seen anything from you that comes even remotely close to a genuine apology that is going to make a difference. You need to think about this, and CNN needs to think about this, and every supposed journalist that is willing to harpoon others but has left Don Lemon alone on this one, Shame on you. Let me let you in on a news flash. You can be brilliant and an amazing leader, whether or not you have a uterus, whether or not you have a functioning uterus, or whatever. This is just ridiculous.